In the early 1960s, the United States stood at a defining moment, a nation striving for progress, yet struggling under the weight of deep racial divisions. Across the country, signs reading "Whites Only" and "Colored Only" marked buses, restaurants, schools, and public facilities, revealing a society where millions lived without equal rights. During this tense period, Lyndon B. Johnson, who had risen from rural Texas to become one of the most skilled political leaders in Washington, was serving as vice president under President John F. Kennedy. But on November 22, 1963, the nation was shaken when President Kennedy was assassinated, and Johnson suddenly found himself taking the oath of office aboard Air Force One, inheriting a country in mourning and a civil rights crisis demanding urgent action. As peaceful protests, marches, and rallies continued to grow across America, voices like Martin Luther King Jr., Rosa Parks, and countless activists called for an end to discrimination. Johnson, in his first address as president, promised the nation that he would continue Kennedy's mission, making civil rights a central priority of his presidency. Soon after, Johnson met with Dr. King in the Oval Office, forging a powerful partnership. King mobilized the moral will of the public, while Johnson used his political mastery to push for legislative change. But opposition in Congress, especially from Southern lawmakers, was fierce, leading to the longest filibuster in Senate history as opponents tried to block the Civil Rights Bill. Working tirelessly behind the scenes, Senator Hubert Humphrey led efforts to secure bipartisan support, negotiating, persuading, and building the coalition needed to move the bill forward. Finally, in a dramatic moment, the Senate voted for cloture with 71 votes, ending the filibuster and clearing the path for progress. The House of Representatives later approved the bill, and on July 2, 1964, the eyes of the nation turned to the White House, where President Johnson prepared to sign the Civil Rights Act into law. Surrounded by civil rights leaders, including Dr. King, Johnson used multiple pens to sign the historic legislation, an act that symbolized the beginning of a new chapter in American democracy. In his speech afterward, Johnson stated that the law was not just a legal step, but a moral commitment to equality. Across the nation, newspapers, radio, and television broadcast reactions of hope and needed to move the bill forward. Finally, in a dramatic moment, the Senate voted for cloture with 71 votes, ending the filibuster and clearing the path for progress. The House of Representatives later approved the bill, and on July 2, 1964, the eyes of the nation turned to the White House, where President Johnson prepared to sign the Civil Rights Act into law. Surrounded by civil rights leaders, including Dr. King, Johnson used multiple pens to sign the historic legislation, an act that symbolized the beginning of a new chapter in American democracy. In his speech afterward, Johnson stated that the law was not just a legal step, but a moral commitment to equality. Across the nation, newspapers, radio, and television broadcast reactions of hope and celebration as schools, hotels, restaurants, and public places prepared to open their doors to all Americans, regardless of race. Children of different backgrounds began studying together for the first time. Workers gained protection from job discrimination, and the newly created Equal Employment Opportunity Commission emerged to enforce equal workplace rights. Though the Civil Rights Act marked extraordinary progress, the documentary acknowledges that barriers to voting still persisted, eventually leading to the Voting Rights Act of 1965. Civil rights leaders called the 1964 Act a second emancipation, recognizing its power to reshape everyday life for millions of ordinary Americans, families, students, workers, and communities whose stories reflected newfound dignity and fairness. As media outlets reported these changes, the world watched, and global leaders praised the United States for taking a significant step toward human rights. Johnson's determination never wavered. He worked late into the night, driven by both political skill and moral conviction. The Civil Rights Act also became a cornerstone of Johnson's broader Great Society agenda, which aimed to reduce poverty and expand educational opportunities. Yet the documentary notes that challenges remained. Social inequities could not be erased overnight. Still, the law's specific provisions, including Title I on voting rights, Title II banning discrimination in public accommodations, Title III requiring desegregation of public facilities, Title VI preventing federal funds from supporting discrimination, and Title VI prohibiting employment discrimination, created a comprehensive framework for equality. These measures changed schools, workplaces, and communities, and their effects continue to shape modern America. In the final reflection, the documentary emphasizes that the Civil Rights Act of 1964 stands as one of the most transformative laws in American history, a testament to the courage of activists, the unity of lawmakers from both parties, and the determination of President Lyndon B. Johnson, who believed that America must always strive to live up to its promise of liberty and justice for all.